You're watching a recap from Investor XP, the show that covers investing for gamers. Check out the video description for details. It is Monday, May 22nd. We got a great show for you today. Let's go ahead and get started with our portfolio and do an update on that. We haven't done an update in a little bit on how it's performed. This is the portfolio, my kids' portfolio. Any stock that we talk about on the show, if we say we buy it, you can find it on our kids portfolio. I've got that posted. We do periodic updates on the show, but if you look online, it's at Kid Brokers. Pull it up here. You can see exactly the stocks that we buy at any time. This is their website, and it's got the stocks, how many we bought and what we bought them at. And this is generally a running performance tally on how the picks have done. I update this about once a week, but on the show we update it more regularly, like episode we're doing today. So let's take a look at how they're performing. I just updated this before we started, so I'm going to go over the stocks and what we think of them right now. GameStop is reporting this week. So we're not going to talk too much about them. I'll do a video this week on them before they report Thursday. Apple has been doing extremely well for them. They are the kids' largest holding at this time. And to give you an idea how the portfolio works, I invest about $100 a month buying stock for my kids' college fund. And the idea is over the next 15 years or so to grow this portfolio for them, so they won't have to pay for college. And it's twofold. I can do that for them and also kind of show viewers that it doesn't take a lot of money to build over time with some steady investments and some good picks. So Apple has done very well. They're up 10%, almost 11%. Nintendo is killing it. They're up almost 35%. We've been big fans of Nintendo on the show. AT&T is lagging. They have a high dividend. They are giving us an opportunity to perhaps buy more. We like AT&T because of their bundling with DirecTV and things like that. So that's why we like AT&T. Still like AT&T. Nintendo, we like them because we've done a million articles on the show with them. The Switch, a lot of reasons to be bullish on Nintendo. Disney is lagging a little bit for the kids, down 2%. We like them because of their film division. Activision is one of the best performing video game stocks out there. A lot of unique IPs that they have, so we really like Activision. They're up 15%. WWE has kind of steadily been disappointing since we've bought the stock, and we actually bought in more on the dip, and they keep dipping. They're our worst performing stock, but we still like WWE because we believe they're a good alternative to Netflix. They pay a dividend, cheaper compared to Netflix. They have some very unique content that they're building on their network. They're getting a large user base, and they're growing globally, and they have big global expansion plans, and basically they're a monopoly. Qualcomm, we liked Qualcomm because of the chips that they make, obviously for cell phones and things, but they have some pretty unique target audiences getting cheaper phones into India and places like that. So that and their partnership with Microsoft on some servers, that's why we like them and the dividend yield they have. So they've performed pretty well. Some of the other stocks that we've picked up recently, Collectors Universe has slid a little bit. They are a very low cap stock, very small company. They grade coins and things like that. They pay a good dividend. We believe long term this small company is going to do big things, but right now they're down 3%, underperforming, but we really like them. Seagate, they are who we went with hard drives. We believe you really can't go wrong with the hard drive play because as more data is used across the board for everyone, storage space is just it may not catch up to how much storage that we use. So we think they're a very good play. They pay a good dividend. We liked them over Western Digital. Coke we like Coke as a consumer good stock. I pick them over Pepsi. I know a lot of gamers like Mountain Dew. I prefer drinking Coke. We like their dividend. Long term, a Coke or a Pepsi's, they're going to sell you whatever you're drinking at the time. So either one's good in our opinion, but we went with Coke. Hasbro, we like their portfolio, and it's a tabletop play. They own they do the Wizards of the Coast things. There's kind of a tabletop D&D resurgence there, and all of their other franchises and different IPs that they have pay a good dividend. We think Hasbro is the good toy and tabletop play. The last two purchases that we've had, Square Enix. We believe that of all the video game developers that will benefit from the Nintendo Switch, Square Enix is going to benefit greatly. We've been pretty bullish on them. They're up an okay amount. And then our most recent purchase, we probably jumped in a little bit too early on, but we believe there'll be a resurgence in Sega. They're down 4%. Overall, the portfolio for my kids and how it's done, and this is their actual stocks that we buy, is up 4.7%. So not the greatest return, certainly. It's doing okay. It's positive, so that's very good. So 4.7 return, and I also put how their dividend has increased. This is their annual dividend payout. And that's what we're looking for. That's why we invest. So they're yielding about a 3% return annually on their money, and they get $84. And we'll use that money to buy more stocks when the time comes. So that's how my kids' portfolio is performing right now. Not too bad. So we have the website you can check out at any time to see how that's doing. We also track viewer picks, and then because the show we do it daily, I have some other picks as well during the week where I may not, because I only buy once a month, I may not get to them. So I'm going to show you how we're doing show-wise from when I say buy or sell or don't like stocks. So doing pretty well from the stocks where we've said buy on the show. As you can see, if we call it a buy, it ends up in our kids' portfolio at some point. We just added Sega down here to the list. Overall, though, if you follow our buy picks, it's up about 15% from when we call buys on the show. Pretty good. We primarily do entertainment, video games, technology, that types of investments. So if you were to just buy the fund, there's a gamer fund that's out there. We always like to show this too. If you bought that when that first came out, it's done almost a 50% return. So there's a very good gamer fund out there, the symbol's GAMR, that follows the video game industry. They've got a couple of stocks on their portfolio that I don't like, but hey, they've done a 50% return since they started that fund, so they're doing very well. And the viewer picks. I want to do the viewer picks while we wrap it up here. We feature some viewer picks on the show, and they've been doing extremely well since we've started. And we just started it recently. Regeneron is up almost 10%. Tencent is up 14%. Tencent, I'm probably going to steal and from the viewer picks and add that to the kids' portfolio here coming up. We really liked that one. AMD has gone on an 8% run since the viewers said, hey, buy this. We featured AMD a lot when it dipped down, and some viewers were pretty bullish on, hey, this is going to spring back, and it has 8%. It's down almost 6% today, so it was much higher bump. Canadian Goose is up 1.7%. So anytime we have any articles on this show, Investor XP, we also have our website. You can check that out at any time, investorxp.com. It's very straightforward website. We're over on the right. You can see the categories of stocks when we say buy, ones we say we don't like, when we give an update like this video here, or if you have any specific stocks, all the stocks that we talk about on the show, you can just click them over here and it'll pull up any video we've done on that stock. I'll show you, for example, you click on Nintendo, it has all of the articles and the videos that we've done on Nintendo. Click read more and it'll link to the YouTube video on that. So anytime you want to see stocks that we've talked about on the show, check it out. They're there, or the videos are all on our YouTube channel. They're categorized a little bit better on the website. So that is an update for our portfolio and how the kids' portfolio is performing. Roughly 5%. The show picks are at 15%, and the viewer picks are doing extremely well. So let me know what you think of any of these picks, and go ahead and post in the comments any picks that you like. We'll feature them on the show when we get a chance. That's it for today's episode. Let me know what you think. Any stock that you'd like me to look at, any stock picks you have. We track the viewer picks on the show. We track our portfolio. The ticker below is actually the stocks that we own. You can contact the show. All the information's behind me on the screen. And Monday through Friday, we are live. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to us on YouTube so that you get the latest investment news for gamers. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.